If you guys haven't gotten your free money from Moomoo yet, use my link down below. Deposit at least $100 and you get up to 5 free shares of stock, each up to $3,500. And if you deposit $2,000, at least $2,000, you get 1 free share of Twitter as well, guaranteed. Use that link down below. And with that being said, let's dive into it, because right now it's almost 2 p.m. The markets are slowly turning green, and we got to break down kind of what I'm looking at, where my head is at, what I'm in right now. So without further ado, cheers, guys. Let's get right into the video. So it's about, like I said, almost 2 p.m. on the East Coast right now. We have the S&P 500 up 0.1%. Same with the Russell. The Nasdaq's down 0.5%, but we have the Dow up over 0.5%, almost 0.6%, as the VIX is now getting more towards the mid-20s. The VIX is down over 4%, and we have silver and gold up, believe it or not. Silver's up 2.7%. Big day up, big up move rather for silver. Gold's up 0.4%. So right now, let me show you guys on the intraday chart kind of what we're dealing with. We've had a lot of choppiness throughout the day on SPY and Triple Q, and this choppiness has led us, kind of in the upwards direction, right? We've been very choppy, but overall, we've been trending up pretty much throughout the day today. On the intraday chart on SPY, you guys can see that. If I zoom in a bit, you can see higher lows, higher highs have been made pretty much all throughout the day. And same thing here on Triple Q, right? Well, I guess that's a little bit different. I guess we do have resistance at about 301 throughout the day, but we have been making higher lows since 11 a.m. About 3 hours ago, we hit about 297, 298 almost, and then recently we hit 298, 12, 10 roughly, which, we've been making those higher lows. So at this point, I think we could be on our way to closing green today, honestly, especially if Triple Q starts making a move above, let's say, 301.50 on the intraday here. Let me put that alert mark is that we're above 301.50. That is the intraday high. If we start breaking out of there, guys, and we already have a golden cross right now that's very bullish here on the intraday. If we start breaking 301.50, I'm thinking in the short term, 305 is where Triple Q could be going, and that could easily happen today. I mean, I'm not saying for sure it's going to happen today, but I'm saying if, we get a break above 302, let's say, bullish momentum into close, power hour, we could see a big push. Let's see how it plays out. And of course, nothing is guaranteed. Nobody knows really what's going to happen. We're just, putting things in place here and kind of being patient with it, right? So let's talk about SPY in terms of where we should put that, alert. Let's see here. SPY is now up 0.1%. Pretty much right where it was when we started the video. Now we're right around the pre-market resistance, $403 a share. So I'm going to put my alert right there. I have one at 405 as well, so I'll put one at 403. I'm confident if we break 403, guys, we're going to go to 405. If 405 breaks, 410, 415 is where this is going to be going. So we'll see. It might not happen today, but based on what we're seeing, we are trying to get more bullish, price action, but we just have to be patient, right? Like I said with Triple Q. And have you guys seen crude oil today? Oh my goodness, crude oil is up 3.5%. It's making a shot towards $115 a barrel. And what have I been saying like a madman over these past couple of weeks? It's probably been 2 months, over 2 months at this point. I've been saying next time we go and test, it's been just about 2 months. Next time we go and test 115, if we're able to break that, this is going to go crazy. And that's kind of where we are now. What's it called? Crude oil went down for a decent amount, for a couple of weeks. From the end of March, it hit 115. It started going down all throughout April to about 95 a barrel, 100 a barrel. And I've been telling you guys, if we go and test 105, we break that. 110 is next. We did that. We broke 105. We broke 110 as well. Now we're at 115. We are testing that high from the end of March, which you guys can see was a lower high in this case. We hit 130, we hit 115, we hit 108, and that's kind of when crude oil went into a quick bear market, when it went down about 26%. Now we're starting to get out of that, and if 115 breaks, I mean, honestly, at this point, we could be going towards 130. I mean, am I crazy to think that? I don't think so. This looks very bullish. This chart looks very bullish. Between us and 130, there's only one. There's really only one sticking point. It's 115. So and between 115 and 120, I'd say. So let's see if we could break out, guys. If so, a lot of these energy stocks are going to continue doing very, very well, which today they're doing very well. Let's pop up a couple and talk about them. If you guys are finding value in this video, smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe as well. If you haven't done so already, turn on that notification bell. Let's talk about Chevron. Look at this. Chevron's up almost 4% on the day today. It's breaking out of the moving averages. Well, I guess it was already above the moving averages last week, but now we're well above the moving averages. We're breaking the wedge. We took last week's highs out, or was that from the week before? Yeah, it was the week before, so we're now at multi-week highs. Chevron is on its way to all-time highs. Like I said, last week and the week before that. I've been saying this, guys. And now we're pretty much, let's see here, 52 cents on the dot as I'm filming this video away from all-time highs, the all-time high being around $174.75. So Chevron is well on its way to that all-time high. If it breaks, we're going to be in no man's land, uncharted territory, whatever you want to call it. And this could go, even higher. I mean, if this bull run in oil continues, who the heck knows? Could Chevron go to 200? I mean, it might sound freaking crazy. And if you look at this chart on the monthly chart here, if this went to 200, I mean, how overbought would that be? It would be crazy, right? But it could. I mean, it could. I don't think that's going to happen in the very short term, but never say never. But could it go to 180, 185? Yeah, that's more reasonable. Excuse me, more reasonable in the short term, right? So Chevron is crushing it. I'm going to set my alert at $175 a share. Mark is at or above. Let me get some coffee, guys. Cheers again. The next one I want to go over here is Occidental Petroleum, which is completely breaking out. Another one that I've been calling out like crazy, right? Ticker symbol OXY. This stock is currently up over 6.5%, or roughly around 6.5%, and it's breaking out of this channel that I've been talking about like crazy. We've been trading in this channel for a good 2 months, almost 3 months now, between 65 as resistance and support around 53, this little $10 window. Now we're finally breaking out. Today, again, like I said, it's up over 6%. We hit a fresh high on this 4-hour chart. We're at a multi-month high, and we're actually at a multi-year high. I mean, look at this chart, guys. If I pull up the max chart on Occidental Petroleum, the last time we were in the mid-high 60s was back in 2019. So it's not like it was 10 years ago like some of these oil stocks where they're hitting 10-year highs, and like Chevron, all-time highs. But still, it was a couple of years ago. 3 years ago was the last time this, over 3 years ago, hit mid-high 60s. So here we are. I mean, if this breaks $70, guys, I think Occidental Petroleum, there's a wide open range from 80 to 85. That's where I think this could be going. So in the meantime, I'm going to set my alert at 70. And if you've been watching these energy stocks, this one's very volatile, probably one of the more volatile ones. And when it goes green, guys, oh boy, it goes green. Some days it goes up 10, 15%, but that also works in the other direction as well. So keep that in mind. But if we break 70, oil continues running, I have no reason to not believe this going up a lot more, right? I think it could. So I have my alert set at what, 80, 70, 80 bucks. We'll be watching Occidental Petroleum. Look at Facebook today, guys. Facebook's up over 2%. It's in an interesting spot, in my opinion. We're right by these moving averages on the 4-hour chart at about 205, 210. That is a big resistance. But if we look into this 20-day chart, we can see, actually, probably on this 10-day, we can see an inverse head and shoulders forming. Look at that. We have a golden cross as well. So we have the left shoulder right here. We have the head right here. Take a look at that. And we have the right shoulder right here. And again, that golden cross. So if this plays out, maybe the right shoulder completes. Maybe Facebook starts getting to 215, 220, 225. But again, going back to that 4-hour, 210 is a sticking point. So in the short term, we got to watch 210. If that point breaks on the 4-hour, then going back to that 10-day chart, that's where the right shoulder could complete again. anywhere from 225, 230, and maybe it breaks out even more from there. And full disclosure, I do own Facebook. All you guys in my Patreon know, because I post all my moves in my Patreon and let you guys know in real time what I'm doing. If you guys want to join that, it's linked down below. Facebook's one that I've owned and I'm adding to, and I think it's pretty undervalued here in my opinion based on my numbers. Everybody has different assumptions, numbers, all that good stuff. But based on mine, I think Facebook is a buy here, and I've been buying it. And I'm going to continue buying it at these suppressed levels, preferably under 180. If it gets back to under 180, I'll buy more there. But in the meantime, I'm holding on and waiting for that next bull run, which I think will happen at some point. I don't know when it's going to happen, but at some point I think it will happen. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm watching energy today, Facebook very closely, and obviously the overall markets as we are trying to turn green here. We do have a lot of stocks that are moving in the green direction. I'm also, full disclosure, long Adobe right now as a trade, ADB. I actually bought this on I think it was the 11th last week. I bought this on the 11th at $393 a share, and I'm still holding on, guys. My sell target is right around 415 on this stock. I'm up on it. We'll see. Maybe we hit that tomorrow or later today, or maybe I even decide to sell before that. We'll see, guys. So I'm long Adobe on more of a short term. Well, I don't want to say long as in long term, but I'm long here, swing trade, couple day target hold. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. I'm also long right now a short-term position on VOO, which I'm pretty much at break even. I mean, I am up a little bit. My average cost is roughly $368. We're now pushing $370, but nothing crazy. I'm kind of holding on to these as more of a shorter-term swing, kind of as a play on a rebound coming, a short-term rebound coming in the markets, right? Which I'm still sticking to, guys. I still think we are due for some sort of relief rally. Nothing crazy to where we get back to all-time highs or anything like that, but I think a little 5-7% rally, something like that. I think we're due for that. And if you guys see here, if VOO or VOO, however you want to call it, if this breaks out of the 50 SMA at about 370, we get that push towards 385, 390. That's where I'm going to be selling these short-term shares. And at that point, I might even consider going short, because I don't necessarily think the bear market we're in is over quite yet. We'll see. It might be. Who knows? I'm still dollar cost averaging for the long term, but with my short term plays, I'm kind of being nimble, right? I'm getting in, getting out, and I'm being very what am I trying to say here? I'm being very particular with what I'm trading, right? And I'm keeping a little bit more cash than usual. So with that being said, let's end off the video. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts, subscribe, and don't forget to join my Patreon and get your free money for Moo up to 5 free shares of stock, each up to $3,500. All you got to do is deposit at least $100. And if you want a free share of Twitter on top of those 5 stocks, deposit at least $2,000, and then boom, you get all that free money. It's essentially a free return, and if you don't like Moo, it's not like they keep your money. You could take the money out. Boom, you get some free money, and it also helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always, and with that being said, that's it. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out, guys.